Well, now, Brian, I have been following the Greek god himself, Braith Anasta. Is there a better combo than Braith and Bali? He's over there, the man, and I've been following it, and a few of his stablemates just aren't quite keeping up with the great man himself. And I'm pleased to say, live from Bali, Braith Anasta, welcome back to the Run Home with Joel and Fletch.
Oh, sugar, Fletch, how are we?
I'm going good. I'm going better than Hendo.
Oh, poor Hendo. Poor Hendo. Yes.
So, for the listeners out there, Hendo is a good mate of Braith's, and we could see Braith's getting up early, going to the gym, getting a coffee, and poor old Hendo's just stuck in the same Reggies he's had for 3 days on the lounge.
I've got some, I think I can officially say, some fallen soldiers in Bali. You know what it's like over here. Some have got it, and some just don't have it. And a couple of, and Felice as well, another good mate of mine. Grew up with them, good schoolmates. They were psyched up for this trip. Finally, their missus let them go away for once. They got all their kids at home, and for the first 2 days, they got floored. It was coming out of both ends, and they haven't recovered. So it's been fun. It's been fun.
What are you in that? Which category are you, Brian? I'm definitely with Hendo. I'm head to toe with Hendo. What are you doing? Are you more Braith?
Well, I need to find out what's gone on. So, Braith, have you been going? Have you been going? Drinking and eating the same, or have you sort of been watching what you've been? No, okay.
That's the mystery. No, that's the mystery because we ate the same things. We drank a lot. We went to. If you've come to Bali, surely you know Mexicola.
Yes.
You've been to Mexicola?
Yep.
Yeah, we went there. We had a big night there, but that's what we don't know because even though I do train and they don't, we ate all the same. We ate all the same things. I even ate more than them. I drank as much as them. I did get home about an hour earlier, so I don't know what happened in that hour. So that's a mystery as well. But knowing Hendo and Naz, it was probably no good, and that's probably what's happened.
So,
that's the result.
Have you continued, because you have been training very hard, I've noticed back here.
I have, yes.
Have you continued, even on holidays, there's no rest?
Yeah. Mate, it's all about consistency, Brian.
Yeah.
But not nowhere near as hard. I'm ticking a box every morning. I'm going a little run, doing a little superset, getting my morning coffee and then going back to the room and then waking up about 5 hours later. It's very low. Yeah. It's very lonely. Very lonely.
Now, Braith, in all seriousness, it's not so much because Sugar is very interested in your training regime.
Okay.
Do you do it for how much do you feel? Because I like my training. How much do you feel it's for mental health?
Heaps. That's the majority of it. Like I know we're having a bit of a laugh here, but when it all started for me was a few years ago. I went through another separation. I've had about 5 of them now. Lost about 5 houses. But anyway,
talk to me before you go again.
I need to regroup, boys. So I thought the best thing for me was honestly I'd put heaps of weight on. I felt terrible. Looking in the mirror and just everything was kind of spiraling. And the second I got back into my training and just really got back to sort of what I was playing at, I've just maintained it now because every morning I train hard, I feel good. The better you look, the better you feel, and all that sort of stuff. But just mate, it sets my day up, to be honest. It really does. And I'm busy like you blokes are, but I try and find the time. I make the time, even if I've got to get up early. And I don't sleep much, which helps. I only probably sleep for 4 or 5 hours a night. So I get up about 4 or 5 in the morning and get it done.
Why? Have you always been a non-sleeper?
Yeah, I'm not a good sleeper at all. I just, I don't know why. But that's enough, though, for me.
Yeah.
4 or 5, I'm good. Good to go.
But is that a block, Braith, or do you struggle getting to sleep?
I struggle getting to sleep, and then I just get up early. It's just it's something I've struggled with for a while. But, it's just the way it is.
Now, did you get to watch the third Ashes test?
You know what, I didn't. The first 2 I watched every second, and being over here in Bali and dealing with these guys who just, couldn't handle it. I actually didn't. I didn't watch the third game. I got up and watched the highlights, and I was really happy to see Cameron obviously get man of the series, and the boys win as convincing as they did. So I know I can't understand the criticism though. Like I've seen it. I know they weren't fantastic, but they've won a series, clean sweep swept a series. They went over there. A lot of people thought they'd struggle because of the English conditions, and obviously, you're going over there in the cold and you're playing against them that haven't travelled. They just finished their season. They had a strong team, and they've beat them quite easily every game, and everyone's still questioning, the quality of it. I kind of, I know they weren't amazing for 3 games, but I still think it was a great effort by the boys, and they've done a magnificent job.
You mean people on Twitter were criticising other people?
Oh, it's a shock, isn't it, Fletch? No. Not that I would know.
But your boy Cameron, well, he got Player of the Series. Could be a smoky for, well, not a smoky. He's right up there with Dylan Brown for Golden Boot.
Yeah.
I mean, what after the tragedy of his father passing, what a turnaround for. I mean, nothing can bring back his father, obviously, but I mean, it's sort of the way he's played and the way he's handled everything. He must be a special sort of bloke.
He is. He's a unique human. I'm so proud of him. Because what he went through during that Origin period to get that phone call. Which a few of us have probably had before, but not, it's horrific, right? And to go through that and to then play the game still, get man of the match, and captain the team for the first time. And then even his year, he had a great year. Yeah, they lost in the grand final. They go over there and then play for Australia and get the man of the series. Like he's built differently. Like he's a larrikin, right? And he's one of the boys. We all love him. He's like you boys, really. Like he's one of us. And but in saying that, he's got a heart. And he's had an absolute tragedy happen to him, to one of his best mate, his father, during the year, and to perform the way that he did, and to top it off with this, it really is astonishing. It speaks volumes for him. We all love his, he cracks jokes, and we love his interviews and all that, but peel it all back and have a look at what he's actually achieved given the circumstances. It's it is phenomenal.
How bad was his injuries last year? Because I've heard from people coming out of Melbourne saying he shouldn't have played at all last year. How bad were those hips?
They were that bad that I remember I watched the game. It was against the Roosters at Aussie Stadium, or what's it called now? I've had a couple of Coronas. Sorry, Allianz. I watched the game, and I hadn't watched him live, and I know he was sort of complaining to me about how bad it was, and he was way off the pace. And after the game, I said, mate, honestly, you shouldn't be playing. Go get your surgery now and get the hips done, and you'll be back for the finals. And he just didn't want to do it. Like he didn't want to let the team down last year. And I remember, like, sort of as the year was going on, he was like, man, he would have been playing at 50 or 60%. So I think, this year showed like how bad last year was, because he was a hell of a lot better this year. But it was bad, Fletch. Like he shouldn't have been playing, in my opinion. Yeah.
What about the knockabout he is that Braith's talking about? That Jarvo who's snuck onto the field?
Yeah.
Apparently he's tracking him down to have a beer with him.
Oh, right, yeah.
There in England.
How good was that? I was watching the game, and I'm like, who's this bloke? And then knowing Cameron, he's
Now,
he's the only bloke that probably wouldn't have given what.
Now, B.O., another one of your stablemates, Jonah Pezet. Now, I was away when all this news broke.
Yeah.
Was this okay? I want to ask you this: was this your idea? Did you come up with this, or was this like speaking to Jonah and his family, or where did this little this contract sort of? Because it's unusual.
A little detour.
Yeah. Where did this first start?
So you cut out on me a little bit there, Fletch. But how it started was, the big thing was that when he's ready for first grade, and the year before. We'll decide whether we stayed in Melbourne or not. And then Melbourne really wanted him. They wanted a long-term deal, but Jerome Hughes was in front of him. And we kind of had the impression that Jerome wasn't going to re-sign. So I said to Melbourne, listen, if that's the case, then we want a clause that if Jerome does, we have an option to leave, because we think by that time Jonah will be well and truly ready for first grade. So that's where it started. Then we got to the back end of the year. He played in that final against Canterbury. We would have liked him to have played a lot more this year, but it's hard when you got two of the best halves in the game in front of you. But then when Jerome went down, they still didn't play him. And we're thinking, well, why? And then, then he got that shot, as I said, played really well. And by the end, it was like Jerome re-signed as well, and the clause was there for us. That's why it was so unique, was because it's very rare that before November 1, you're actually off contract completely because of the clause. So because I'd been negotiating and talking to clubs for a 1-year loan, we kind of had a few options whether to go somewhere for a year or sign a 4-year deal. So we kind of just positioned it so that, we thought Parramatta would be great for the year and a long-term deal, but for a year because, he learns next to Mitch, who's one of the best, if not the best. And then you've got Rolsey, they're very close through their time at Melbourne and they talk often anyway. His development there for a year would be perfect. Parramatta are a club on the rise and could do with him right now with the spine, with Ayongi and the likes there. And then, the pretty much the week around the grand final with Brisbane was when it amped up with them, and the opportunity arose, thinking that both Hunt and Reynolds, have probably got a year. Although I've seen Renault sort of push back on that, but that was kind of the thought process. And I'm thinking we all thought we work as a team. We're very strategic with the decisions we make with our clients. And, we thought, well, he's got Ezra Mam, Reece Walsh in a spine that just won a competition. Like where else would you want to be? You're in one of the strongest clubs in the competition, if not the strongest, and he's ready. So it was that's just really how it all worked out, and it worked out well.
So when did Brisbane show interest? Were they keen to get him?
It was late.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
So Brisbane kind of this is probably a bit inside. I don't know if I should share, but I will. You've got me at a vulnerable time.
That's good. Have another skull. Have another beer.
Yeah, I'll just have a sip. Hang on, here we go. So no, like that. There was a bit of interest there before they got Ben Hunt. And Renault was, there was, because Renault, he's been going year by year, but he's been magnificent, but there was still a bit up in the air there. So there was interest back before we re-signed with Melbourne, not like serious, but it was there. So kind of, it opened up, it come along real late in the piece, which really shifted. And I mean, the way they perform the back end of the year and the excitement in the players that they've got, the speed, and they're on the up. Like every player's only going to get better, and Jonah's on the same trajectory. So it just Madge is great. I get along well with Madge, and and Jonah had a few conversations with him, and and then it just all fell into place there because he was off contract.
Tell you what, you can clearly tell, we're speaking to the manager now, Braith Anasta, and you can tell that's sharp. That's a great deal. Well done, Braith. You've only got a boutique management group, which probably suits you with your workload. But I tell you what, you've got a very action-packed. You've got Cam Munster, Jonah Pezet, who we've spoken about. You've got Lockie Ilias, Jesse Southwell, and you've also got Willie Peters.
Oh, one of the greats.
So that was great to see him.
Wilbur.
Yeah.
Oh, so happy for him. You boys know Will. He's such a good guy. He's worked his ass off, and he's positioned himself now. It's hard. He's contracted to Hull KR, and what he's done for them is just something special, and they love him there. And he's got another couple of years there, but he definitely wants to get back here. And he's doing the hard work, and he's doing everything he can now to get back to a first grade coach in the NRL, which is, I suppose, a dream for all head coaches, isn't it?
Now,
absolutely.
Now, Braith, professionally, where do you see this going? Because do you have, I know your passion is for TV as well, but do you see in 10 years, all right, in 10 years' time, where do we see Braith Anasta?
TV. I love it.
Yeah.
To me, this is like a real passion project, and you talk about boutique. It's boutique for that reason, is that it's more a mentorship for me, and I just love it. Like, I love working with these guys and treating them like they're my own kids, and it's, I want to be their hindsight. I've been through it. We've lived through it, all three of us, and if you can kind of protect the guys and make sure that they set themselves up whilst playing footy and for life after, that's what I love to do. And but in terms of expanding, I would have done that already if I wanted to. I'm pretty content with what I got now, and I love working on 360 and Fox. I really do. That's my dream job, and I can't see it changing.
Well done, Braith. Well done, mate. What's on tonight? How are your soldiers hanging in there today?
Well, we've had a shift. Me and a friend of mine have gone to Canggu. We've gone to a hotel in Canggu now. Sorry, Canggu it's called, I think. And we've got a restaurant booked. Hendo and Azza are still.
Yeah,
they've got a drip.
Where are the Desperates?
They're on the drip. they're at the Puri Raja.
They missed the cut.
They've been demoted.
Yeah.
We've gone to first grade. We've gone down to this. You know what? Hindy put me onto this. Nathan, your bestie, Como in Canggu. We've just walked in the joint.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Right.
So
a
couple of quiet ones.
Restaurant, bar. Do you? Okay. My question for you is: do you take clothes over there, or do you buy them when you're over there? Because
I thought you were going to say, do you wear clothes?
No. All your shirts and your pants are freshly pressed. Yeah. I feel that you've just bought them over there.
I like ironing. I like ironing. I'm an ironer.
I'm an ironer.
Is that weird?
Yeah. I don't iron.
Yeah.
I don't iron.
At all?
No. We got that.
Does your missus? Does Brit?
No, Brit doesn't do it. She's
okay.
We live next door to a laundromat.
A mate of mine. There you go.
But I've sorted her taps out.
Yeah.
So I fixed her taps.
Oh,
so we get contra deal.
Contra deal.
Yeah.
A mate of mine's in the SAS. He taught me how to iron like them. So I've got the full SAS system. Yeah, I'll have to show you one day, Braith.
I feel. I want to check that out.
With technology, right? We've come so far with everything. Surely we can't be still ironing like we were in the 60s.
Yeah,
there must be an apparatus out there.
You know what? There's got to be something better. There has to be something better.
Hey, Braith, mate, enjoy your day. Thanks for sharing your time on holidays with us, mate. We just wanted to catch up
and
have a bit of fun.
Enjoy, mate.
Before you go, have you seen any luminaries over there? Any notables?
No, not really.
No,
I haven't actually.
No.
Oh, last night we went to this place called Maria. Do you know who was there? Bonnie Blue. Have you heard of her before?
No, not too sure. What does she do? Is she what is she in finance or something? I'm not familiar with her.
I'll let the listeners work that out. Okay,
yeah, right, mate.
That's all I'll say.
Good on you, Braith.
Did you say hello? Did you say hello at least?
See
you, mate.